Big news out of Hendrick Motorsports today. The number 48 car has a new driver lined up, and it's happening sooner than a lot of people expected. We're talking about one of the fastest rising talents in the sport, and this move sets up the next chapter for one of the most recognizable numbers in NASCAR history. And hey, real quick, if you are a true NASCAR fan like me, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe to the channel. NASCAR Nation news is just getting started. We are pushing for our next subscriber milestone, and it's all about real talk from fans who live this sport every week. All right, let's get into it. So here's the headline. Hendrick Motorsports announced Monday that Connor Zilisch has signed a multi-year agreement to drive the number 48 Ally Chevrolet, and it starts with the 2028 NASCAR Cup Series season. This move also confirms the succession plan for Alex Bowman, who had already announced his retirement from full-time competition following the 2027 season, so Hendrick needed an answer for who takes over that car. And now we have it. Before he gets to Hendrick though, Zilisch isn't going anywhere just yet. He'll compete full-time for Trackhouse Racing in the Cup Series through 2027 and then make the move. Hendrick Motorsports made the announcement on social media, writing, "We've got your number, at Connor Zilisch. The future arrives in 2028. And when you think about it, Zilisch is only 20 years old. This is just the latest step in a NASCAR rise that's happened remarkably fast. Now let's get into what Hendrick's owner had to say about this decision. Rick Hendrick made it clear how highly the organization views its future driver. He said Connor is a truly gifted young racer, that his talent behind the wheel is exceptional, but that he's even more impressed by the person Connor is. Hendrick said when someone with that kind of ability and character becomes available, you do everything you can to bring them into your organization. He added that they have tremendous confidence in Connor, and they believe he's the right driver to build on the legacy of the number 48 Ally team for years to come. That's a strong statement from the man running the organization, and it tells you exactly how much faith Hendrick is putting in this kid. Now, let's talk about what this number actually means in NASCAR history. Jimmie Johnson drove the number 48 to 7 Cup Series championships during his legendary Hendrick career. Bowman then took over that ride starting with the 2021 season, and now Zilisch has been selected as its next full-time driver. Here's what Zilisch himself said about the opportunity. He called it one of those moments you dream about as a kid. He said Hendrick Motorsports has always represented the standard in the sport, and being entrusted to continue that legacy means everything to him. He talked about the chance to drive a Chevrolet for Mr. Hendrick, carry the colors of a partner like Ally, and compete alongside some of the best drivers and people in racing. He said he's grateful for the confidence they've shown in him, and it's his job to prove they made the right decision. One more detail worth mentioning. Ally will remain the number 48 team's full season primary sponsor in 2028, which will mark its 10th season with Hendrick Motorsports. Now let's talk about how Zilisch even got here, because his rise has been fast. He burst onto the national scene in September 2024 by winning his O'Reilly Auto Parts Series debut at Watkins Glen International. Then in 2025, he put together a historic season. 10 victories, 8 pole positions, and the regular season championship, all while driving for Hendrick affiliate JR Motorsports. But his resume goes way beyond NASCAR. Zilisch started racing karts at just 5 years old, and he won the FIA Karting Academy trophy back in 2020. After moving into cars, he competed in sports cars, Trans Am, and late models before breaking through nationally. In 2024, he scored class victories in both the Rolex 24 at Daytona and the 12 Hours of Sebring, in his first attempts at both. And less than 2 months after turning 18, he made his O'Reilly Auto Parts Series debut at Watkins Glen and led 45 of 90 laps on his way to victory. He then made 3 Cup Series starts for Trackhouse Racing in 2025 before beginning his full-time Cup career in 2026. So now, Hendrick Motorsports has made Zilisch a centerpiece of its future. Bowman's departure created one of the most coveted openings in the sport, and instead of looking outside its Chevrolet pipeline, Hendrick is handing the number 48 to one of NASCAR's premier young talents. Zilisch officially joins Hendrick Motorsports in 2028 following Bowman's retirement from full-time competition, beginning the next chapter for a car number that carries one of the richest legacies in Cup Series history. So here's my question for you. What do you think Zilisch needs to do in his final 2 seasons at Trackhouse to be fully ready for the number 48 in 2028? Drop your thoughts down in the comments. And if you enjoy this one, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and join the NASCAR Nation News family. We'll see you in the next one.